This is Motta. She's 14 years old and comes from near Hamburg. Today is the big day. Together with over 500 other young people in Greenpeace's Kids for Earth campaign, she's been making preparations for over 2 months. The last 3 days in a big ancient forest camp in Bonn. In just an hour, Motta will take part in her very first demonstration.
We Kids for Earth, children and young people from all over the world, from all countries, want to put a little pressure on politicians to at long last change something and do all they can to protect ancient forests.
Because today the big UN conference on protecting ancient forests begins. This is the chance for Motta and the others to demonstrate, to say they want protection for ancient forests and the climate. They aim to do this loudly, brashly and colourfully. The only one not dressed up and made up is Paul, aged 13 from northern Germany. He goes through his text for the last time. Soon he'll be speaking in front of the UN conference under the eyes of 5,000 delegates from all over the world. He'll be speaking for all the children in wanting to see ancient forests protected.
Well, I'm very excited. I have been since Friday evening already. But I feel sure of myself since we saw the conference hall and worked on the speech to get it firm. I keep thinking everyone is behind me. They've got all their fingers crossed for me, and I've been imagining for myself that they're all with me in the hall.
Just a few hundred yards away, the Kids for Earth are getting ready for the big demonstration. The countdown has begun. Motta and the others are practicing their big moment on the streets of Bonn for the last time. Then the procession sets off.
By demonstrating, we're going to try and persuade the environment minister to finally do all he can to see ancient forests protected, because that's what he's here for, not for thinking about how he can best exploit the environment.
Paul's arrived at the big conference hall just before 10. He's conspicuous among all the pinstriped suits with his yellow t-shirt. There are only a few minutes now before he'll get up on the stage. The only other people to speak from here are ministers or high-ranking politicians.
I now have the pleasure to invite the Greenpeace Kids.
The Environment Minister Sigmar Gabriel asks Paul and Veronica from Brazil to come onto the stage. Veronica is the first to address the delegates, then Paul comes to the microphone.
My name is Paul. I'm 13 years old and come from North Germany. We, the future generation, count on you. Do everything you can so that our habitat, the Earth, is preserved for us, people after us and all other forms of life, because we don't have a second one. I hope this appeal to you, in the name of 500 children and young people who are with us in Bonn, will be taken seriously. After all, we will be living with is decided by you at this conference.
I'm absolutely sure this is my successor.
But at this moment, Paul isn't exactly thinking about his career prospects.
It was great. I'm really pleased it went so well. We both did really well. I made just one little slip, and the audience received what we said really well too. Now I've got to the point where I'm annoyed. I can't go to the party before the conference tonight.
Meanwhile, the demonstration is well underway. The news of Paul's successful appearance spreads among the kids like wildfire. Making lots of noise, the demonstrators march to the Environment Ministry. There they want to hand over to the minister a petition for the ancient forests and the climate to be protected, signed by over 100,000 people. Motta is right at the front, completely thrilled with her first demonstration.
Yes, I helped paint banners and I sewed a bit and did other things, and I think the whole thing is really great because it's so colorful.
Will you be doing this again next time, Motta?
Yes, that would be great. I'd do it again anytime.
At last, the procession reaches its goal. 500 Kids for Earth are drumming to see the ancient forests protected. Motta suddenly gets some good news.
Yes, I can go on the stage.
To hand over the petition with 100,000 signatures.
Sigmar Gabriel will appear any time now.
Motta has made it onto the stage. In the crowd below is Greenpeace's volunteers coordinator Peter Herbster, who's in charge of the project. Our protest actions with children stop politicians in their tracks. They go somewhere and try to talk as they always do, and suddenly they realize, no, that doesn't work here at all. And suddenly they hear their hearts, and it changes them. and it's a big opportunity for children to change something. While Motte and her friends are singing for the climate to be protected, Sigmar Gabriel arrives on the stage too. They proudly hand him the petition with over 100,000 signatures.
We are the Kids for Earth, and all those at Greenpeace want politicians to take action at long last, because more and more ancient forests are being destroyed, and that absolutely has to stop. Thank you for listening to us.
The Kids for Earth rejoice proudly. The demonstration was a complete success, and there were only 3 months to prepare for it. And how did Motte like it at her first demonstration?
The way we were treated was completely cool and relaxed because the people were mainly young people. The adults left us an incredible amount of space to do as we wanted. We were able to put our own ideas into everything. It was all absolutely great.
We think that all of us who are allowed to make an appearance here have had a good hearing. Obviously, we should be allowed to do this. We are young people who are committed. And this has put a little pressure. I think it's good.
Even if Paul doesn't want to become a minister, he's already a successful Greenpeace activist. In Bonn, the Kids for Earth have done all they can to see ancient forests protected. Now, it's up to the politicians.